Having once again left the Western Free State behind, I was determined to find the Fireflies. The duel at Soleno had left me a bit disillusioned and disappointed, not just in the 506th, but most of the people gathered there. I'd basically forced myself to attend in a vain attempt at stumbling on a lead about Max Hatter, but the revolting glee and expectations of the crowd, as well as the subsequent cheering when justice had gone down, had given me the mental image of exuberant sharks circling a bleeding carcass. It had left a bad taste in my mouth, and I needed to find someone, anyone, that could restore my faith in humanity. The note left in Globo was the only other thing I had to go on, and so I wanted to meet these Fireflies to see if they truly were what they claimed to be, if they, perhaps, could restore my hope in mankind. I know Pusta's like somewhere around here. I think it's supposed to be hidden in the mountains. Pusta was a fairly small village which lay hidden away off the beaten track. The one thing which defined the place was that it was a dead-end village with only one major road connecting to it, and even that one branched off from the coastal highway at a location much further away than the adjacent Electromogi road, making it fairly easy to completely miss it on your journey inland. Everything else was just dirt roads. Odds were, you would pass it by and never even know that it was there. This was the place which the Fireflies apparently had chosen as a base. Alright, Fireflies, let's see if you're home. Hopefully they have a well. I think Pusta has a well. I haven't been to Pusta in I don't know how long. Pusta looked as dormant as every other village. I didn't see any fortifications whatsoever, and had just begun wondering if I'd gotten a hold of outdated intel when I, in the distance, spotted a piece of cloth waving in the breeze. Oh, there it is. Ah. I was just gonna say, I'm not seeing any fortifications, but I am seeing a flag over there. Let's go see if this is our guys. Oh. Seeing a shelter here. Supplies for those in need. Think of others. You are not the only one who uses this place. Leave enough supplies for the next survivor who passes through if you can. Always hope. The Fireflies. Okay, so this seems like we've gotten to the right place. See if anyone is home here. Hello? Anybody home?
Hello?
Oh, somebody's here.
Yeah, who's there?
Hey. My name is Ego. I was looking for the Fireflies.
You found them. What can I do for you?
Alright, nice. Well, I'm actually wondering a little bit. I found a note that, said that the Fireflies needed help, and I was kind of wondering what kind of help it is that you need.
Well, you got anybody out there with you?
No. I'm kind of solo. Doing my own thing.
Okay, give me just a second.
Yeah, sure.
Just for my safety here, you mind putting your hands up and let me look through your stuff? Make sure you're not a threat or anything?
Yeah, sure. It was the same procedure as with the 506. However, the vibes were totally different. Whereas the authorities in the Free State felt commanding and intimidating every time I met them, this guy gave off the warm vibe of genuine kindness and respect, simply tempered with understandable caution. I subsequently did as he asked.
Yeah, you can go ahead, come on in here, man. That way we can shut the gate and lock it. Be a little safer place to talk.
Yeah, no worries. What's your name?
I go by Irish.
Irish. Okay, okay. Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, you step over here. I got a little fire going.
Yeah, see, cozy.
Well, what can I do for you, Ego?
Well, yeah, like I said, I found like a note a bit up north, and I was wondering because you like put it in the note that you needed help. So I was wondering what's going on.
Oh, those are basically our recruitment notes. You know, we're a group that's just tired of people getting taken advantage of, or you know, murderers out there running around thinking they can do whatever they want, all that kind of stuff. Basically, we're recruiting, trying to build up here, and basically just get somebody who's going to fight back against it. Go out and get justice.
Okay, okay. Are you like a large group?
We're not real large right now. They used to be a lot bigger. Fireflies have been around for quite a while since the apocalypse started.
All right.
I think I just got recruited about 8 months ago, not long after I wound up here.
Ah, okay. So on that count, like, you know, trying to be a little bit of the protector of the little guy, I guess. Are you like feeling that you're making progress? Is like what's been going on? You know, general speaking.
General speaking, right now we've mostly been working on building some alliances with some of the groups out west.
Ah.
So I don't know if you've heard of the Boys of Brenna.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've heard of them.
Yeah, they're a really good bunch of guys. We work together a lot with them. I'd say we've definitely made a little bit of progress. Because
Okay.
like when I joined with the group, we were kind of more of a nomadic group.
Oh.
Irish seemed to be a nice fellow, prone to have a relaxing sit down by the fire and just chat for a while. He started reminiscing about old groups, and I humored him. It was interesting to learn more about the past from a group that had been around for a while.
Went up to visit the Black Sheep up there at Glugovo.
Yeah, about that. Like, who are the Black Sheep? I've only seen the Black Sheep sauna. It's like by some kind of pond over there by Glugovo. I've never seen any like. I haven't even heard of them before.
Yeah, Bob's and them are pretty good. Bob's is one of the leaders of the Black Sheep.
Okay, okay.
So,
And they're friendly
I'm
people.
surprised they haven't. Oh yeah, the Black Sheep are good group, good friendly people.
All right, very nice, very nice. All right.
How you doing on food, man? Are you hungry at all?
No worries. I actually got some food. Don't worry. But thank you for that's much appreciated.
Okay.
Are you guys looking for anything in particular?
Currently, I mean, you can see all the frames we have up. We're in
Yeah.
a big search for nails currently.
Nails. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. Story of everyone's life.
Well, except for mine. I'm a bit of a nomad, a vagabond. I stick to the streets, you know, the road.
Yeah. That's what I used to do too. I used to just keep moving, but it's kind of nice having somewhere to warm my feet at night now.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I mean, it does grate on you after a while. Long rope.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah, but I'm not really looking to join a specific group right now. At least not yet.
Yeah.
I have some unfinished business which will keep me on the road for a while. So I'm kind of like a free agent for the time being.
Yeah.
The Fireflies had so far made a good impression on me, but I was still adamant to walk the roads for now. The hunt for my prey necessitated a roaming lifestyle, and besides, thinking back at the last time when I joined a group, that venture had started out nicely, just for it all to come toppling down with the bang of a single gunshot. I wasn't ready to risk creating bonds of brotherhood just for them to break all over again. Maybe one day, but not now.
Yeah.
But I am currently looking for a job.
thinking about maybe offering up my services as a freelancer.
Okay, what type of stuff do you do?
Well, I'm not much of a fighter, unfortunately, but I could do courier missions. You know, you need a message delivered to any of the other factions, I can do that. I can be an extra pair of eyes, you know, if you're looking for something specific. I'm actually thinking about moving up to try and find the village next step on my journey, if you'd like me to relay any message to them or anything like that.
Yeah, I actually haven't personally met them yet.
Oh.
We talked for a while, and on occasion, Irish would tell me about his interactions with other groups. He told me that, among other things, he had a deep hatred for Dark as Midnight. The boys in red had once captured him, told him to convey an insult to Harry, the leader of the Fireflies, and then they had roughed him up and stripped him naked and placed him back on the coast. In response, Irish had joined a coalition of individual people from other factions who'd tried to take Dam out. They'd gone by the name Bright as High Noon, just to really stick it to them as an anti-Dam coalition. Success had been limited. During an ambush at Polana, south of their base in Gorka, Dam had proven to be more coordinated than expected, and the battle had ended in a stalemate, with Irish coalition being forced to retreat. He also told me about having encountered the clowns at one point while they were cutting up a body. Nothing had really come of it, both parties had left the other alone, but Irish explained that ever since, he remained wary when it came to the carnival. We also talked a little bit about the 506.
Yeah, I had one run-in with them over in Cherno, and yeah, I was walking through Cherno and heard some gunfire and got to the corner to find a guy on the ground and about 15 or about 8 of their members, and then some of Vigil.
Oh.
And apparently it was one of the boys of Bretta right there. They had gunned down, and so they snatched me up and questioned me. Let me go because they know Harry.
Okay.
And then, yeah, they went their way and I went mine.
Vigil, yeah, those are the one with the bright purple armbands, right?
Yeah.
I see you have a different armband on you. You from a different faction?
Yes, I'm in Vigil. We just live over the hill, over that way, in the town in Bor.
Okay. Yeah,
we're not too active at the moment, but we're still around.
I gotcha. Okay.
We haven't really been hanging around home lately, so it's quite hard to catch us.
Yeah, they were allied up with 506 for that little fight they were having against the boys of Brenna.
Interesting. All right. Well, the thing I heard was that, and this is just, word of mouth, but that the 506 came down to the Brenna Nation, and they were like, I don't know, they were trying to have a meeting, and then the New Brenna boys told them that they needed to put their guns away, and they didn't want to do that, and that was like sort of the New Brenna Nation's law, and then they actually shot somebody in the back.
Yeah.
And that's kind of weird, because that's not even their domain. It's not the Western Free State. By the way, the Western Free State, that's a very, very ironic name. I'm just going to put it out there.
Yeah. Yeah, from what I had heard from Austin from 506,
yeah,
he had told me that somebody matching Rick's description, Rick from Boys of Brenna, somebody matching his description and another assaulted and killed one of his guys not far from Zeleno. And that was why the 506 went down there. Yeah, but I know Rick, and he's just not that kind of guy. So I think they were getting false flagged.
Very interesting. This was the same type of development which had motivated the 506 to move on the Merriman. I found it strange how two separate factions, whom the majority of outsiders would vouch for, just happened to have people among the ranks who allegedly had taken potshots at the 506, giving them sufficient cause to retaliate.
It sounded like a very unlikely coincidence, and I was pondering the possibilities. Any outsider would come to the conclusion that there was a high probability that the 506 were actually making false claims and manufacturing their own casus belli in order to justify their conflicts. But for what? Power? Territory? It would certainly be enticing enough. In this post-apocalyptic world, the scene was set for any group of people to run the whole show if they could just spread themselves out far enough. Granted, this was me coming to some frightening conclusions, but I had to remind myself that all I had were in fact speculations. Even so, it was a very interesting coincidence. At any rate, the final faction we would discuss was the Order.
Yeah, I've heard of the Order. I've not met them yet, though.
Ah, I met two of them at Electro. They came by for the party. I forgot their names now, but they seemed to be on the level. I actually asked them what their organization was all about, and they gave me like a pretty standard spiel about how they, want to stand up for the little guy, and they don't like that people are murdering each other and all that. So on the surface, at least, they seem to be, stand-up people.
Okay. Might have to reach out to them.
I mean, you could send me to interact with them if you want to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I might have you take a message to them and try to set up a meeting with them sometime.
Ah, all right. I mean, I'm totally down for that.
Yeah?
As a freelancer, I was considering like what I should, take as payment, because I don't have a base. I don't want to really hunker down anywhere. I was thinking like maybe if all I could ask in return was to be supplied with ammo for the specific guns that I have. I have like a Mosin.
Yeah?
And a Colt Python, the 357 revolver.
Okay.
You wouldn't happen to have a sewing kit I could borrow or something?
Let me check inside. I don't have one on me.
Or maybe... No. While Irish went to check on possible payment, I also asked if he perhaps had a sewing kit he could spare. I'd been out there for a while, and my clothes were beginning to come off at the seams. I'd been told that the leader of the Fireflies, Harry, was big on security, and I wasn't sure, but after some time hearing Irish fiddling around with locks, I suspected that there was more than one gate inside their main building. Jesus. That is such a process, going through that every time. I feel for you, man. You know what? You're going to come out with the sewing kit, close the gates, and then I'm going to be... No, wait. I need a leather one.
Every now and again, I'll put the wrong combo on.
I'm telling you, man, the vagabond lifestyle does have its advantages.
It does. Yeah, I wish we would have had one, but no luck. Well, there might be one in here. Let me look in here too.
How many gates do you have there?
Not as many.
Okay. Oh, good lord. It's just so fun to watch you work, man. After having received some 357 for my Python and watched Irish open and close about 48 gates just to take a piss, I had to go to sleep. But I decided to stay around Pusta in order to get better acquainted with these boys in yellow. They felt like good people. And the next day, I did run into another Firefly, Pete, the very author of the recruitment notes.
I'm just on the main road.
Yo.
Oh, it's a bow. My ears are deceiving me.
Yeah.
There, I'm Pete. Nice to meet you.
No worries. Nice to meet you. My name's Ego. Pete was a friendly individual who brought me back to the Firefly compound in order to get more acquainted. When I mentioned that I was more of a talker than a fighter, and how my skills with a gun were mostly pulling the trigger and hoping to get lucky, Pete told me that his father had been a politician before the fall, and that swift talkers were underrated in the post-apocalypse, while a surprising amount of people sadly had turned to underhanded violence in order to survive. One group in particular.
In terms of the latest happening here, I'm not sure what you've heard, but a group called the Masquerade sent us a visit a few days ago. I'm not sure if you're familiar with them.
Masquerade? No, I've never heard of them. Who are they?
So I thought they had gone. Word on the street was that they left the country before the storm hit to try and avoid it, but um, I guess they're back.
Oh, they've been active
It's
before?
2 days ago. Yeah, they've been in these lands before. Nomadic group of murderers and cannibals, basically
Oh,
just the
okay.
folks who get a kick out of tormenting others. I was working on the watchtower actually, just on the other side of the barn there, when I saw this guy. He looked pretty unassuming, and he was walking up to me very calmly, given given the fact that it was a absolute downpour. It was just pouring rain in the middle of the night. He's shivering, he's shaking. He says his name is Wes, and the first thing he asked me for is codeine or opium.
Okay.
I thought he was hurt or something maybe, but come to find out that he's just an addict. So I tried to help them the best I could. We get a fire going in one of the houses here of the southern part of town, and I stepped out for a second to. We were talking for a minute basically, and he explained that this group called the Masquerade had shot him, and he had this massive hole in his chest, and all he remembered are like these flashes of them dosing him full of codeine and opium, and now he's addicted, and he needs help and all of this. And during after he's done talking, I excuse myself to grab a bag of peppers that I just farmed from the spot right here.
Yeah.
And on my way back in, suddenly I'm come inside, and he's got a gun to my face. I didn't even know he had a gun on him. Tells me not to move. I hear footsteps outside. 3 more of them come rolling in. They're all wearing masks and giggling and shaking, and they have me at gunpoint. They quickly handcuff me, start interrogating me about who I am and what the Fireflies are trying to do. And once I get, Wes kind of tells him, because I told him that we're trying to be the good guys out here, essentially, long story short.
Yeah.
Then they try to get, question me about how many of us there are, and I was giving them a little bit of shit because I wasn't going to give up my friends, and they didn't like that, so they took out my knife. It was this big old knife I called Fang.
Pete went on to tell me that the Masquerade had brutally assaulted him and gone to town on his face with his own knife. The ultimate insult added to injury. I asked him about potential whereabouts of this group, and he let me know that another guy, going only by a number, 8, had been held up by the Masquerade in Guglovo, presumably when the Black Sheep had been out, and they had subsequently told 8 to bring them other humans to eat up at Altar. Naturally, this was a request which 8 had told Pete that he had no intention of going along with. But this gave cause for the Flies to keep their eyes on Altar as their only lead, and I silently agreed. While in the process of talking through the night with Pete, we both suddenly heard some bleeding from outside.
Is that a goat I hear? Jesus, I thought the whole lot of them had run off.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it sounds like, some kind of farm, like when you get up early and you hear the farm animals and stuff. Damn, I can't see shit. He's indoors!
He's inside!
What the hell? Oh my god.
I got him locked in.
Wait a minute.
What's the move?
What the hell? How did he
I'm
even
gonna try
get
and save a
in
bullet and get in there.
What's all this motion going on over here?
there? Shooting
Oh,
gallery.
Jesus, Irish.
Hey,
We got
Irish!
a live one in the damn kitchen. I was just
Hey,
meeting
you go.
your friend here.
Yeah, I just met Pete.
Nice.
And there's a goat
Thanks, Michael.
indoors here for some reason.
got him.
The goat was down. However, the bleeding did not stop.
Wait, don't tell me. Okay.
He's not upstairs, is he?
Wait. Oh. No, I thought it
Is he
was.
up there?
No, I think it's on the other side. Or is he on the roof? No.
Oh, I see him. I see him. He's in
Oh,
the fountain.
he's in the foundation.
What is happening in Pusta?
I saw him here.
I saw him too. I saw this butt sticking through the floor.
This is weird.
There he is.
There he is. There he is.
We got him.
All right, ghost,
Nice.
ghost.
Another one just
Yeah,
behind the
Pete.
fence. Holy shit. Damn, Irish, you look almost as bad as we do.
I hear you.
I've got the cassette player, but I think Irish has got all the music, so hopefully he'll bring something down for us. Here's one you may not have heard. So this is actually Harry on the tape here, giving a speech during a fellow's funeral. His name was Samaritan. I'll just play a little bit for you in case you're interested.
Yeah, sure.
Here, it's best enjoyed over a beer.
Aw, thank you.
Hello, survivors of Chinaris.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Appreciate you all gathering by your radios for this. I'd like to speak to you all for a moment. Those of you who know my voice know I'm not exactly a man who likes to talk. I prefer action. But there's a time where words can speak louder, so here we are. For those who do not know me, my name is Harry Churches. I'm the leader of the Fireflies. We're an organization of good men and women fighting to make the world a better place in the south. Our base of operations is currently located in Pusta. You can find me or any other Firefly there if you need aid. The reason that this broadcast is necessary now and not before is because of the people I've met over the last few weeks. Many survivors, some I know very well, others I've happened upon by chance, have all expressed to me one feeling: hopelessness. Many of you believe the world can't improve, that this is rock bottom and there's no light at the end of the tunnel. I have close friends who've moved on from the fight, to retire, to live away from a war that my kind wage. I can't say I blame them. Even I sometimes feel like this mission is a lost cause. But unfortunately, I'm not here to offer you an easy solution to make all your problems go away. At the click of your fingers like an advert on telly. You all know there's no easy fix. There might be a hard one. I'm here to give you a choice. A choice that will shape the future of humanity for years to come. And the choice will be yours. Many of you who want a better world know, just like me, that things will have to get a lot worse before they get any better. And you're right. The groups who rule the roost aren't gonna give it up without a bloody and hellish war. Many of you would rather stay where we are, not risk shaking the boat. You'd rather stay in this hellish pit of blackened despair, to rest a while, to sleep in just a minute longer, to do the easy thing, and pray, beg, that things won't get any worse.
Anyway, let's give you a little sense of Harry. He's been through a lot of shit.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like it.
As dawn approached, Pete invited me to come along for a ride. He and Irish were going to drive to the new Brenna Nation and do some trades while also updating the boys of Brenna about recent events. I decided to tag along, as I'd yet to officially meet the boys in the south. Before the trip, however, Pete shared with us that he'd managed to lose his handgun somewhere in Pusta, and we went out to backtrack to where we had been to see if we could find it. While doing this, Pete managed to pry open a crack into the misery which was my past.
What's you?
Yeah, I'm delicious. Sorry. No can do, ghosty. Or zombie.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I mean, I haven't seen any yet.
Man of science, huh?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, the only ghosts I have are the ones in my head. For mates lost.
You mentioned you were searching for somebody, actually. Is a missing person a friend of yours, or?
He's definitely not a friend. I used to run with a group. We were kind of close, like family. But one man changed that. And that guy is on my hit list. Well, it's a list with only one name, but yeah.
For a brief moment, I debated with myself whether or not I should open up. These were old wounds buried within me, and I wasn't too sure I wanted to confront them. But then, like a chain reaction, it all poured out of me.
We were a group of maybe like between 5 and 10 people.
Hey guys. Oh god.
What are you doing?
Oh god.
What are you doing? Seriously, I mean,
I'm gonna kill.
honestly,
I'm gonna kill the one that made me drop this job. Oh my god, I hate you. You're sorry. It's still working.
We were known as New Hope, or the Pink Armbands. We used to be friends with everyone, and I was kind of one of the 4 elected leaders after our initial man in charge left us high and dry. We all had our specific skill sets. Mine was throwing parties.
are you psyched for the party tonight?
If I can go, yeah.
Yeah? Sean, are you coming?
I got my jar of pickles.
Nice. A toast.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Take it easy, and thank you for all for being here, and hope that you are going to be doing well in the future.
Alright, crack them open, boys.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Mind you, nothing too wild, of course. We always made sure to come across as proper and respectable.
Yeah, use a magic marker on him. Right little bitch on the forehead. Leave me alone, man. It's my only solace in this world. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. You know what? You're my best friend. What you do with the drunken sailor lie?
You like Queen, right?
Am I a queen? What did you call me?
Are you a queen? Are you a queen?
Yes, you're a queen, Eagle.
I'm the motherfucking queen of the world, alright?
I mean, we certainly never engaged in drunken races or anything.
Keep going. Get it. Don't stop.
Did we brake check him? No. Oh, so! Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh, they're out in the field! They're taking a shortcut! They're taking a shortcut! They're gonna beat us! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, they're coming in hot! They're coming in hot! And they went off-road. Oh lord. Oh, C-Team is taking a shortcut again. They're just a motherfucking cheaters.
Those were the good old days, you know? And then I kind of made the mistake of inviting people over the open Discord Satcom ban, you know? I think that's how we were brought to a certain someone's attention. Someone calling himself like Max Hatter, the leader of the 5 families of the Hatter clan, whatever that is. He started tormenting our group. He began by leaving like weird notes for us to find.
I can hear them. I hear their moans, I hear their screams. The ghosts and shadows play in the night. Everything comes to a fold, everything leads to an end. They are coming. The Hatters are here to play. I can smell you. You'll be delicious. I'm so hungry, so lonely. Soon you'll be carried with me forever. So the wicked continue on their journey, never knowing the ghost or its laughter would come to haunt them in the end. What the fuck is going on?
Then he started leaving backpacks with like human meat outside our gates.
We have also had him, Max Hatter, show up at our doorstep and scaring the shit out of Zai because he was behaving erratically and left some questionable items at his feet. Alright, so we are gonna look in this bag. Zai was confronted with Hatter and he left the bag and Zai was too scared to check it, and it is, of course, human meat.
And you know, this went on for like a couple of weeks. We managed to arrange like a field search operation to find him, mostly consisting of friends who used to frequent our parties, actually. But we never caught him. Except for one of us, we never even saw him. And Zai didn't manage to get a good look either, so we didn't know what he looked like. He was an expert at keeping himself hidden, you know? But we always knew that he was watching us.
Jesus, what was that?
What was what?
Like, there was some hideous screeching sound over the radio. Might as well shut them off.
Then it started tapering off a little bit. It got quiet. And, well, we thought everything was cool. That he'd left, you know. And then...
Right, then maybe he had gotten bored or moved on or died or something.
Yeah. And then, out of nowhere, when we did our patrols of the premises, a friend of mine, I saw his body slump to the ground.
Yeah. We got it made, Jack. We got it made.
Yeah, for real. We got everything we need.
I know. And you got your voice back, too.
The money. Yeah.
Yeah.
My voice back.
Yeah. We're doing good, you know, with the plantation and all that. It's actually, what the fuck? Jack? Jack! Jack? Jack! Come on, man. Jack. Fucking hell. Jack.
Jesus.
And we held a funeral for him.
Alright, this gathering is now dismissed. Thank you all for coming. I'm sure Jack would have appreciated it.
then, as I got home to my building, to my house, the fucker had left a mocking note on my front door. Animal. That fucking animal. That fucking animal. After the funeral, the rest of us just split up. I was the only one who was determined to bring Jack's killer to justice. Like, he'd always wanted to get some emotional responses out of me, and, you know, by killing someone close to me, he achieved his goal. Like, he wanted to burn the name Max Hatter into my brain.
Max Hatter?
He was taunting me. He was, like, goading me. He wanted so much for me to come after him.
Like it was some kind of game. Is that what brings you here?
It used to be... We used to live in Dolina. And then I chased him out of South Zagoria. And then I lost his trail about 6 months ago. And I've come back to see if I can find any trace, you know, like any lingering trace of him here. I do have one faint lead. A couple of weeks ago I talked to Greenie of the village. And
yeah, the sheriff there, I believe.
Yeah, and he said that they were trying to capture a serial killer up there. And I asked him what his name was. And I also let it slip that the one I'm chasing is named Max Hatter. And he immediately said that that's interesting because the one who's been, like, you know, doing stuff by our place, he's been leaving notes, number one, and he goes by the name The Man in the Hat. And immediately, that was a red flag for me. So I told Irish, actually, after my business here, I think I'm going to move on up to the village and see if there's been any progress made with that. Because I want to know who that is.
I'm familiar with that serial killer, actually. I remember when Greenie he left a note here in Pusta, because naturally that's the sort of person we're trying to apprehend as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it seems pretty coincidental, right? Like Max Hatter, Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
It's not a big leap. What are these notes like? Is it just gibberish? Is it biblical, poetic?
You know, it's kind of gibberish, but it's like it always has something to allude to cannibalism that he wants to play. That's what he considers all of this a game. And I don't...
Sounds like he'd get along with the masquerade.
Yeah, but that's the thing. See, he doesn't join groups unless he is the one leading people.
He likes to be pulling the strings.
Yes, huh? Yes. And I'm getting tired, you know. It's getting really hard, you know.
Yeah. That's a lot to carry, man. I'm sorry to hear that. And of course, we're happy to lend any help that we can. Certainly, I'll tell the rest of the boys. Keep an eye out for anything that fits his MO or pattern or anything like that. There's nothing that would make me happier to bring this guy to justice.
Thank you, man. I mean, I can't. For Jack's sake, I can't let this slide. That's kind of why I'm walking the roads. I'm trying to, you know, roam the countryside to see if I can, like, find him. I have a better chance at finding him if I move around, you know.
Definitely, yeah. It sounds like a good plan. He'll turn up eventually, man. These guys have a way of not being able to help themselves, you know, and we'll be ready when he does.
Hey to the fucking man.
All right, let's check this
Yeah.
Remember the foundation one more time of this house, and then we'll have to call it.
Yeah, let's
'Cause it
find
looks like
your
we're
let's
burning
find your
daylight.
wayward fucking gun.
Talking about the past felt strange, but at the same time good. I'd feared these memories, like phantoms out of the darkness. I'd been afraid that staring them in the face would consume me. But Pete had a way with words that was both comforting and invigorating, and for the first time in a long while, I felt like a weight had lifted. Not completely, but enough for me to be able to have a measure of hope, and not just dwell on things in the past. Yeah, these Fireflies came off as true saviors in more ways than just one.
I think it's in this house. I think I
Watch
accidentally
out.
swapped it for some of those organs.
Oh, I get it.
While waiting for Pete to change his facial wrappings before we headed over to the New Brenna Nation, I pondered this new group, the Masquerade.
They specifically call themselves the Masquerade.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know one of them's name's Artemis because they said his name when they were cutting my face up. The leader, though, didn't give his name, and two of them wore clown masks. Artemis had a real deep voice, and he wore camouflage painting on his face.
Who was that West fella that you said was with them?
Wes was the newest guy. They were kind of giving him shit. He really is addicted to drugs, but the story he gave me is bullshit. So they take advantage of him to pull people's heartstrings to get us out here, essentially. But he wore civilian clothing with the hat that I like, the Ushanka.
All right. Maybe the boys of Brenna know something about them as well. How close are you? I mean, I heard that Jim was a Firefly before. Or have you like formalized your alliance?
We're really they're probably our closest friends right now. The sheep are our longest friends, but the boys of Brenna have always gotten our back, and likewise that we really value what they're trying to do in their city. I just wish maybe their ideals expanded a little bit more, but I've got the utmost respect for Rick and what they've done in that community, and I know they've always got our back, and we have theirs.
I gotcha. Have they asked you about help regarding the 506?
We were going to get involved in that war, but before really could provide much aid, the storm blew in and there was a ceasefire, so we didn't really have much. But
so is there a
the
ceasefire
evidence
now?
is there. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh.
believe so.
Okay. Well, thank God for small favors, at least.
Yeah, they're good people. They gave us this car.
Oh, they did? Wow.
Yeah, so I was talking to Rick recently about trying to expand our relationship, really. I'd like to have regular transportation between here and there, and exchanging goods, if we have an excess of something here, whether it's food or ammunition, and vice versa, because, they could hold down the West, and between us and the Order here, we could hold down this kind of middle neutral ground.
Oh.
Really do some good.
And you'd basically have the whole of Cherno locked down between you.
That is my our larger goal right now as Fireflies, yeah.
Very interesting. All right.
Hop in.
I can't believe I'm gonna get back inside an Olga.
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus! Oh my God!
Oh my god. Holy fuck.
Oh shit!
Oh my god.
Oh my
Holy
god!
fuck, there it goes, dude. Holy fuck.
No!
Oh my god. Dude,
What the fuck?
Oh, we've made the trip before. You know the way pretty well. I'm not so good at navigating. I swear I'm good at some stuff, but we just haven't done any of those things yet.
Yeah, I normally make the trip on foot, so I don't take the road most of the time.
I smiled while rolling my eyes. I could hear these boys needed a road-savvy tour guide.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just keep going. I think there's the dirt road will continue until we get to a more paved road, which is Pretty close to Mogilevka.
Okay. Oh God, Irish, you're making me nervous. Oh. Keep your eyes on the road, man.
It's a little bit disconcerting because you're actually looking at Pete. You're not looking at the road.
Yeah, you're freaking me out, man. Just, I know I'm beautiful, but please. We're going pretty fast now, too.
I like to use my peripherals.
So there should be a bridge around here, Irish.
So should I take this right here and go on the dirt road or go through town?
The dirt road will only take you to the barn.
I think we have to go left.
Oh shit. Okay.
Left and then, yeah.
The bridge is actually, if you take a right here, the bridge is over to the
It's a
right.
good thing we got an ego with us after all. Huh?
Trust me, I've been running these places. Once you take a left up here by the bridge, you should pretty much be able to drive all the way to Balota. There is going to be a military checkpoint, though, which you're going to have to
Right
like
here?
snake through. No, it's not here. Oh yeah, take a left up here. Here's the bridge.
Left right here by this, right here? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the bridge. Oh, look at that, like threading a needle, Irish.
And still you're looking at Pete all the time.
I've never been more scared.
Hopefully the police
Alright,
are home.
well, this looks familiar. We're just taking a left here at the car.
This is going to be interesting. It's new for me.
You haven't been by before?
Now, I've been here before, but I just wasn't here when anybody was around.
Shit, Irish, I thought that they were waiting for it to do the deal, but you don't even know if they're home?
I know.
Lay on the horn a little bit.
Oh, that's gonna draw every zombie and then some.
Nothing we can't handle. So that building, the pub on the left, you go, that's where the leather shop used to be. Jim and I used to run it.
Ah.
Obviously it's closed down now.
Alright.
Knock knock, anybody home?
You did good, Olga. You did good.
Eventually, unlike as with my previous visit, some boys in blue did show up.
Hello there.
How's it going? How's it going, man? I'm Irish.
G'day, Irish. How are you, buddy? Should we duck around the corner there? I'll,
Yeah, let's
hate
go
standing out in the
over
open,
here.
mate.
Yeah.
How's it
How you
going?
guys
There's somebody else here.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Here comes Stark, I believe.
Stark, is it? Nice to meet you, friend. I'm Pete. This is Irish and Eco.
Howdy.
Well, I was
How-
coming down. Have you guys seen Everlike around? I say me and him had a trade deal set up, and he was telling me a couple days ago that if he's not around, one of you guys might have access to it and be able to do it.
Yeah, what was the deal?
It was, I believe he said 9 Mosin rounds, baby KA, and a pistol holster for a stick of epoxy.
If he has that over in the Balota garage, we can do that.
Yeah, we'll have a look,
Yep.
yeah. How are you guys doing?
We're pretty
coming
good,
along.
man. Things could be better, though. Honestly, there's a group that's been giving us kind of trouble. They cut my face to shit, which is why I'm all bandaged up. They tortured me and held me up in Pusta. You might have heard of them before. Called the Masquerade.
Yeah, the same day that happened to y'all, they came by and shot Becca and Eli. And then I
And
guess
Jim.
went up to... Oh yeah, and Jim. And then went up to
really?
Zlonogorsk, I heard. And
I took
messed
it
for the
around
fight.
too, but we won't go into that.
The balls on these
Yeah.
guys to hit us and then go to the fucking Zeleno?
This was getting intense. If the masquerade were in fact stirring shit up with the 506, it wouldn't be long until the lands were ablaze with gunfire.
Boy, what's all this saying?
Yeah.
Now that is a voice that I've not heard in too long. Get that witchy
Hey,
ass
how's
head
it
down
going?
here, you.
I'm going.
That he lives at.
Pete subsequently went on to tell the boys about the issue with the masquerade, what they had done, how 8 had been told to bring them human victims to eat at Altar, and the plans to form some kind of coalition against them. They were all discussing intel when Pete remembered that there was, for all intents and purposes, a lone freelancer in their midst.
Have you guys met Ego before? He's also got some valuable services.
Yeah, this is
I've
Ego
never met
here.
him.
Oh, thank you for plugging me. Nah, I'm just a lonely traveler walking the roads. But yeah, like I told the Fireflies, I'm actually trying to hire out my services as like a courier, you know, or a scavenger or something like that. I'm not much of a fighter, so I'm not trying to, like, you know, promise anything, you know, like a super soldier or anything. But yeah. That's pretty much.
Well, you know, before all this, they used to say for every 10 soldiers, there's only one real warrior. So.
Yeah, that's true. And hey, where would the war be without logistics? Am I right?
Exactly.
Exactly. Makes the world go around.
Yeah.
Warriors win battles, but truck drivers win wars.
Yeah.
Is there a place where, if in the future we would like to hit you up, that we can like leave a note or what have you?
Not really. I mean, like I said, I'm kind of a vagabond. I move around a lot. I do plan on keeping in touch with the Fireflies in the future, though.
Okay.
Also, I think I will be heading up to the village in the near future soon and connect with Greenie. I met him before, so I got some stuff I need to discuss with him.
Have you guys been up to the village since the storm?
I heard they moved.
That's why I asked.
Yes, they did. They're no
They
longer
did.
in Adamovka. They're on Klen. I don't know if you've
That's what I
seen. Greenie went around and left a bunch of notes.
How is that
Yeah, I
possible?
came
There's
across.
nothing up there. That just perplexes me. There's like just a couple of benches.
The village are insane. I've never seen
Yeah,
people
they're builders.
with such commitment to building. Like they truly
maybe
build
Bob's.
everything they need.
No, I gotta see this. Like,
Right.
I have to see that. Jesus.
They build roofs over their heads and everything like that, and they got walls that are miles long.
My
Yeah.
If you want to,
pretty
you
fucking
can't
wild.
find nails. It's probably because they're vacuuming them up like a couple of hoovers.
seriously.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You wouldn't happen to have like a sewing kit, would you? I mean, look at my legs.
Oh, a sewing kit?
Yeah, I gotta represent these guys when I do like some diplomatic talk, and it wouldn't do to have like, you know, ruined pants be the first
yeah,
impression.
I mean, look at my jacket right now. Yeah. Let
Yeah,
me
I'm
go
the same
see what we have to spare.
Thank you, man. And I got
guys
some
got a spare
assault
pair of
rifle
jeans.
clips I could trade for that.
Man, we've got a long laundry list, don't we?
I know,
Yeah, we
right?
just pull up and start asking for shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, Jim,
are
I didn't know you were
like-
so strong. You've been working out since I saw you last.
Oh yeah, you know that's.
Oh, you're gonna walk right in.
Oh yeah.
Thank you,
Oh,
thank
I
you
won't
so
make
much.
you guys
man.
do any heavy lifting. Don't worry. I don't want you to
Well,
pull
we
muscle.
appreciate that.
You know, as always, if there's anything that you guys need, please let us know.
Appreciate that.
Especially when it comes to like guns and ammo, things like that.
Yeah, man, and ever like discussed it a few days ago. I was gonna get a baby AK and
Oh, nice.
What were we saying about laundry lists?
9 Mosin rounds.
Hey, we're giving something in exchange.
That's true.
So
I
put 2 sewing kits in the boardwalk yesterday, and they're gone. So I have these pants.
Ooh,
if any of
thank
y'all
you.
are
Your pants are
interested.
just as good.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, my shirt's alright. It's my pants. I could go for a pair of jeans.
Look, break it off of his goddamn
Off
legs.
of my back. Are you kidding me?
What are you, the IRS?
Any
He just
any
likes to
excuse
show
to
his
get naked,
legs.
Jim.
Come
Yeah,
on.
you know, I mean that's really what
yeah.
it's all about, you know.
We
Yeah,
know
look at
what
these
you're
quads.
up
Look
to.
at these quads.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
I gotta show off a little bit.
Avert my eyes.
Alright.
Anybody using any ARs?
Only leg day.
I mean, we have some in storage, but we're pretty short on magazines and ammunition, so we don't.
Yeah.
Oh, well then.
What kind of ammo?
Luck is smiling.
Let's see. Oh, thank you.
I mean, it's empty, but here's another one.
I mean, we still need.
Yeah, that's a couple items off the list.
They were just taking up space anyway.
Alright. You guys want to drive over, or should we just leave the car here?
We won't all fit, so maybe we ought to run.
Why don't you just drive over and we'll walk? It's like 800 meters, and we'll be a little bit faster, but we'll just sprint over.
I'm actually interested to see how the difference in time that it takes to just run over
Where
there.
is it? It's just it's the one with the blue doors along the coast down that way, right?
Yeah.
Hell, with those quads, I mean,
right.
it wouldn't surprise me if you're
We're gonna
like.
be there in no time.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm a pretty quick.
Alright, race! It's race!
Okay, go.
You're on. Alright, don't worry about racing, just don't crash the thing.
And finally, you're actually looking at the road.
Yeah.
I feel so much safer already.
Now, I know Pete said don't worry about racing, but come on. Beat him.
Well, you boys like Mexico?
Famous last words right here.
The race was on, and it was now Team Fireflies versus Team Brenna. All kidding aside, I had still not seen Irish this focused before, as if he was pushing the car as much as he could while still trying to keep her lined up with the road. I smiled.
Look at him focusing.
I can't even talk and I'm not even driving.
We were all a little out of our depth when it came to navigating these southwestern towns, but we nevertheless felt the exhilarating urgency of wanting to be first.
Oh, I think that was it.
Might
Maybe I'm wrong.
have been, but it could be this one as well.
Yeah, there it is right here. It's this one. You're right.
Go.
I raced Jim out of here, leaving here once, and I immediately crashed into a giant pole and knocked myself unconscious, so this is redemption.
No, straight.
Straight.
Okay.
It's that big building.
Come on, we can do it.
It was now down to the home stretch. Were we gonna make it? Team Firefly's honor was at stake.
They're gonna be waiting for us.
100%.
Probably.
I mean, they just had a straight shot, you know? We stopped, we saved somebody's life. Remember that guy on the road who's
Yeah, totally.
dying of thirst that we stopped to help? It's like,
Hey, what took you so long?
We actually went there and back. We went
Hey,
there and
I'm
back
driving
twice.
here.
Yeah,
We were
had to
sitting here
save
so long
someone.
we thought something might have happened to you.
Yeah.
There was a guy on the road dying of thirst. It was the whole thing.
Was there really someone in the road?
Yep.
No, I mean, yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake. God damn it, Pete.
I can't lie to Jim. Look at that face.
I love
What
you,
I-
Pete.
I mean, I can't
What-
really
what I
see
tell
it,
you,
but yeah.
What I tell you, Pete's a nice guy.
Yeah,
get it,
for
wow.
sure.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm like not hesitating. I'm like, yeah.
I let you down there. I'm sorry.
No worries.
It was a nice save, you know, E for effort. I mean, no. I mean, yeah.
I was just
It
concerned that
definitely
maybe,
was.
you know, anyway.
While the boys were producing the promised goods for the flies, I could smell the salty air of the ocean, which reminded me of my childhood growing up in the archipelago of the eastern Swedish coast. I walked over to the edge of the dock and took a deep breath.
You guys get any mackerel out of here or what?
Oh,
yeah,
man, the
definitely.
fishing out here you wouldn't believe. We ought to have a nice fish fry here soon.
I would love that.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
We're getting to the point where I think I can start putting some resources into getting the leather shop back up and running.
Really? I haven't had a lot of time to contribute towards it, but I did tell Ego about it.
Yeah, I know it's been tight, obviously, since the storm, but you know, we're getting there.
Not as tight as those quads.
Oh yeah. Thanks.
Thank you.
I mean, you saw how fast we got here.
Yeah, but you know, there was that guy, so yeah.
Yes, it was very real and very thirsty.
Definitely there was that guy.
I'm pretty sure Pete gave him his pistol.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so AK plus a mag, holster,
Wait, is there?
9 rounds, 760 rounds.
Have we met yet, sir? Were you here, sir?
No, hey.
Sir?
Hey there.
I didn't want to interrupt the trade, but I was going from Pack.
I like your drip, man. Sorry, you say your name's Pat?
Pack.
Pack. Sorry
Okay.
about that. I like the goggles a lot. I used to rep them myself, but the blue hat, you're looking drippy, dude. I'm Pete. Nice to meet you.
He's a worker,
Yeah.
man. He's a real worker.
You know what?
Yeah, Pack's been a stellar resident. thus
You're
far.
the man. Pac Man. Oh!
Okay, we gotta get Ego out of here before things get too
Thank
crazy.
you. I'll be here all week.
I think you guys had too much beer before we left.
And so obviously Masquerade has been here. I guess the one thing I will say is if some guy named Wes comes by, civilian clothing, severe codeine addiction, he's with them, and he'll try and play you to get you exposed. That's how they got me.
Yeah, he's
So
bait.
Wes, codeine
Wes,
addiction,
okay.
he's with them. Just as a heads up.
And we'll
Alright, cheers
pass
for
that
that.
information along to the Bobs and our residents.
Yeah.
Alright.
And are we sure that these aren't in any way affiliated with the carnival? Because they sound like they do like the same MO.
We're sure
Confident.
of that.
The carnival is
Yeah.
like fun, scary. You know, they're the spirit Halloween.
Okay,
of-
fun, scary. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the carnival was helping the boys here when they were fighting 506, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the carnival will always fight the 506. I mean, that's a given.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had nothing but good interactions with those guys. So
Yeah, the clowns are our good friends.
I did catch them cutting someone up over in
Right.
over
Well,
on
yeah,
the East Coast.
it was all a good fun, I'm sure.
Yeah, you know.
I did meet one named Ash. She seemed actually pretty nice, pretty civil-minded.
Yeah.
Legs was a little bit different story, but
Legs can be kind of scary.
yeah, I got that vibe as well. But a little bit too much caffeine in the coffee.
Stop walking away from me. Turn around. Stop it. Stop it. I want to punch this guy, Lola, but it's girl saying so I won't. Oh yeah, run, pussy! Pussy! Where's the quarters? Do we stay in the circle, or do I just beat the shit out of him freely again? I'm sweet to everyone. Ask May. May's right there. May's in the light pink. Ask her. I'm always nice to people.
She's shaking
She's
her
a
head.
liar, by the way.
They're unstable.
A little
but
too
yeah, I
much
certainly don't
something.
consider
Yeah.
them enemies.
We asked the boys if they'd had any contact with the Order of the Isle, and they replied that they'd run into them once or twice, but found them to be very elusive, and if I was to try and find them, I should prepare myself for finding nobody home.
Well, I'm gonna give it a go anyway. I'm gonna try.
If anyone can find them, you can.
Aw,
I
that's
believe in
that's very nice. Thank you. You hardly know me, but thank you.
We've talked we spent the night together and
Yeah, I mean, oh, okay, well, not like that, but yeah, we.
Look, stranger things have happened in these troubled times. So.
It's the apocalypse.
We're not
Take
gonna.
what you get.
We're not gonna say anything.
We all get cold and lonely when the sun goes down. All right.
Yeah. Some of us drop guns, but okay.
No, okay. So moving on.
We were all enjoying each other's company, but soon enough, the levity gave way for some serious discussions about what to do about the masquerade.
Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to set a little bait. You know, a couple people at the well, not wearing too much, unassuming, but we all take positions around town, wait for them. It'll be a weeknight. We make a bit of noise. They won't be able to help themselves. They'll be hungry. They'll be looking for people to quote unquote play with. And then we'll just fucking hit them, handcuff one of them, find out whatever we can.
Honestly, if we did it over there in Komarovo, we could get someone at the top of the PD. We could get someone on top of the boardwalk. I mean, there's so many different vantage points.
I do like the PD.
Or,
How would the bait get spread to their ears, though?
That's the question, yeah.
I think we need to find out more information.
Couple of these bad boys.
Gunshots.
Or I'm just spitting out ideas here. Didn't you guys have somebody who's like in charge of a newspaper?
Yeah.
Holy shit,
Silver.
Silver.
Yeah, he's got his printing press set up
print
just
out
over
like
there.
a bait article.
Yes. Fake news, baby.
Why not?
I don't know how Silver would feel about that, but
Silver's a pretty, he's a very ethical,
But is it
reporter.
not ethical to print a news article that may bring the end to cannibals and murders that are roaming free?
Pete could see where I was going with this. These masquerade yahoos were obviously a major threat to the lands. In the grand scheme of things, what's a little abuse of the free press if it would serve the greater good?
From what I know of him, he likes to remain unbiased. So he may not go.
Why don't we tell him a perfectly truthful story about a big block party we're gonna have? And he can put that in
Yes! Yeah.
Everyone's invited. Everyone's invited.
He doesn't have to know it's
And
fake
everyone
news.
has to leave their guns at home. How's that?
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh no, it wasn't that date. It was actually this date.
Yeah. That's actually
We're onto
a
something
really good
here.
idea. Yeah.
I think we should follow this up. I think it's the way that we catch them and show them that we're not going to just sit here and let them fucking prey on us.
Exactly.
Yeah,
All right,
take
guys.
up too much more of your
We
time.
kept y'all quite long enough with all this chitter chatter.
And don't be strangers. Come by Pusta sometime, eh?
Sounds good. I've been working on an angle we can take with Silver, and hopefully we get something tied up to trap these bastards.
Yeah,
so we'll
nice.
come
Yeah,
by
keep us
and,
posted.
and tell you and give you guys the special invite, yeah?
Hell yeah. Let's fucking get them, boys. Thanks again for everything.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you. Especially you, Pac-Man.
Travel safe.
Give him a little honk, honk.
A little honk honk.
Alright. Mission success. As
Very
long as we
nice.
make it home alive.
That's the next step.
But we know
Yeah,
the
you
way
guys
now,
might
right?
have to guide me. Well, you might have to guide me just a little bit, but I think I remember most of it.
The right, and then we're over a bridge, and then it's like a drive-in, and then there's a military outpost, and then riding. I don't know. Do what Ego says.
It just okay.
Shit, Ego, do you know the Golden Peppers? There's a second one.
No, I've never heard. Who are they?
They're good folks. They wear the golden armband like us.
Yeah,
They're
that's not
much the
confusing
same
at
as
all.
us, except for neutral. Well, I'm not sure if they're still around, but they live in Pavlovo, just north of the gas military base.
I gotcha.
At the edge of town, there's a section of barns and a big two-story house with a piano in it that they usually call home.
Okay, okay. I might be checking that out someday. Left. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, there's so many groups that are using the exact same colors. I was talking to Irish about there's like 3 big groups using blue. You got the Boys of Brenna, you got the Merrymen, and you got the Order. And you're telling me that there's like the Golden Pepper, and you guys are wearing yellow. I mean, it would really help if you got your insignia on your armbands, you know what I mean?
See, the problem is that the boys upstairs, the gods, make it really hard in order to get permission to do that.
It's so strange, though, because as far as I know, you guys are one of the older groups.
Yeah, so the problem is that I think there was a falling out when the Torchwood took a big part of the membership. A lot of fanatics, religious types left and fractured the group.
Okay.
And when our numbers dwindled, there wasn't enough to support our own insignias and things like that. So we've been rebuilding for about 1.5 years. But there was a time, obviously, when we flew our insignia on the flag. We had it on our arms.
The golden
years,
kind of stuff. Like
you're unstoppable. You should just join the clans at this point with all the puns.
But I mean, hey, sometimes I'm on a roll.
Is that a card?
Laughter is one of those. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You see?
But laughter's important. Arguably now is more important than ever.
I can't stop, unlike this car.
Oh, I'm about to jump out of this car right now.
I like you guys. This is more jovial than I usually am on the road. I mean, when you're alone, you have a lot of spare time and you start to think. And that's the mood killer right there.
Yeah, you get in your own head. It's important to... People are the most important resource out here that exists in the world, and people forget that.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why it's so easy for them to take a life, is because they don't realize... Just sit next to Irish. You talk to Irish for 5 minutes, and you tell me that people are important. You know, it's in all seriousness, it's all we have left.
Very, very true. Like everybody for themselves. That disconnects people.
It dehumanizes us. We might as well be the fucking infected Roman out there.
I realized it was a bit ironic for me to say this, since I was still determined to actually be on my own in my search for Max Hatter. It was as if I could recognize the importance of others, even feel it to a significant degree, but just wouldn't allow myself to stay attached. People came and went in your life. The hurt I still felt from my final days with New Hope had just made me extremely cautious. I was like a kicked dog, having learned that letting people in would inevitably lead to pain. It was like the forbidden fruit that I was just not meant to partake in. I wanted to change this, but this was shit working on a deep mental level, and I wasn't sure I would ever be able to.
No, I was gonna say, I would like to do my mission, but out of character, it's 4:06 a.m. where I live.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Holy cow, man!
I'm thinking.
They're probably not awake anyway, friend.
Yeah.
You should catch some shut-eye and Pusta. It's relatively safe.
I think I should probably do that. All right, you're actually pretty well set up there with the baby AK. That's actually looking good, man.
Yeah. So I got my scoped SK and there you go. Yeah, you want that? There you go.
Oh, really? Are you serious?
Just put it to good use. Good friend, I trust you with it.
Oh my god.
You can make bolts just out of sticks. Actually, I got a couple in the trunk. They're not that accurate, but if you put feathers on them, they're a bit more accurate, and they'll put a
sheep down in one shot.
Well, thank you very much.
And if infected too, just put it right in their chest.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you can just.
Anyway, yeah. So find us on 91.3 or here. I'll be awake most of the day tomorrow.
All right, I will be slipping out. I think I'll be taking up residence in North Pusta. Just go to sleep in one of those buildings, and I'll be by tomorrow. See if you're around.
Look forward to it, man. I hope you can get some sleep, dude. North Coast is pretty quiet, so you should be all right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks for today. It was a pleasure, man.
Yeah, sounds
likewise. Nice meeting you.
Have a good one, Ego.
Take care and
I'll get the
sleep
game
well
for you.
once you hit the pillows.
You too. See you, man.
Take care. Lots of love.
Yep. See you later, Ego.
Bye bye.
Yeah, it was high time to get some sleep. I was silently wondering how others were doing. Greenie, Raven, even Zack. I wanted to check if the remnants were still where I had left them before the storm, and I still had to head for the village at some point. But that would have to wait. Hatter or no Hatter, I had been commissioned by the Fireflies to contact the Order on their behalf, and I still had yet to meet Harry. No, I wasn't going to leave Pusta anytime soon. Also, the Fireflies themselves looked promising as a group. Strength, drive, and heart. They had all three. I was indeed curious as to what tomorrow would bring.